Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Planescape Torment. It's been a little while since I played, I believe it's been a week. But I believe we also finished talking with the Fiends. We decided not to currently take them up on their offer to give them the item that they wanted to make me more powerful. We're just gonna walk out. And I don't know how to defeat the Rake. I'd like to do it a story-related way if possible, but we're gonna stop by anyway and
endure. In enduring, grow strong.
and just see if we can
Your path is mine.
talk to them
See that?
without
I shall serve.
angering them. Them being the Rake and his, or her, charmed companion. Oh, that's right, we still have the teeth as well. I'd like to talk to Dakon a little bit more and learn more about the teachings of Zerthamon.
All right.
What's up?
Your path is mine.
Did you see that?
I did.
She has the personality.
I hear your
of
will
Magic.
be done.
Twice as ugly.
I shall serve.
Yeah, sure, why not?
While they're going up there to kill him, I'm gonna loot the bodies which are still around this area.
I will hear you.
Just a rusty dagger on the floor there. Good job, Dakon.
Balance in all things.
Oh, Mort, what are you doing running on top of that thing? Although all the misclickings, it's terrible today. 12 bronze bracelets. Oh, a bunch of stuff I don't need. Crap. Yeah, I'm not gonna use a lot of this stuff. Alright, let's find a place to drop this.
I'm gone.
And there's the Collector and the Rake, both of whom I want to talk to.
I'm gone.
So let's do so. This slightly effeminate, well-groomed young man is watching passers-by with a contemptuous sneer. His hand rests on an elaborately crafted, bejeweled hilt of a saber. With his silk garments and suede boots, he seems painfully out of place. Greetings. Though with his delicate features and bow lips he could pass for a comely woman, his voice, despite its softness, is without a doubt a male's. Stranger. Another cutter. He spits the word out as if its taste offended him. Come to challenge my blade? No, but I had some questions. Away then. I've no time for the likes of you. He waves you off. Okay, we'll leave him alone. Let's try talking to the Collector behind him. This filthy robed man is meandering about, looking around warily. You notice he never seems to stray far from a young nobleman nearby. He sees you looking at him and begins to move off hurriedly. Let's leave him in peace at the moment.
What?
I want to get a little closer before I engage him in conversation. Greetings. He spins to face you, his eyes wide with fear. You notice his face is covered with weeping sores. Fat, black flies flit lazily about his head. Don't hurt me, my lord. I don't know nothing. I don't got nothing. I've heard you're more than you appear to be. Eh? What do you mean, my lord? He seems genuinely confused. Why don't you tell me, Rake Chaser? I don't know what you're getting at, my lord. Surely I don't. Have you mistaken me for someone else, mayhap? Farewell, then. We'll come back later if we find out any more information. Alternatively, we'll come back later and just threaten him, I suppose, if we Well, there's no reason for me to threaten him, actually. He's not really doing anything wrong.
I'm gone.
They're looking for a challenge. Anyone who accepts a challenge, he's probably killing. Whoa, what's up with my computer today? It's acting all pausey. Alright, so let's... Wow, what am I doing? Okay, let's go back over to...
All right.
where I first appeared in Sigil and drop some more of these items off for storage. So I'm going to want to go into the Gathering Dust bar for that. While we're here, we'll talk to Mort
Done.
and Dakon. And then I think it's time for us to go to Ragpicker Square. So first, let's drop at least those two things off here. Oh, and a hollow axe. We'll hold on to that in case I swap back to being a person. A person? A fighter. These we'll hold on to. Okay, so let's start by talking to Dakon.
What is your will?
Well, actually, we should be able just to look at this, at his item. Let's unlock the second circle of Zerthamon. You slide the plates into the configuration Dakon showed you, and a new ring is revealed. The ring carries the same script as you read before, with the same geometries. You know the symbols, and know you can read them. Alright, let's read it. Know that flesh cannot mark steel. Know that steel may mark flesh. In knowing this, Zerthamon became free. Know that the tentacled ones were of flesh. They relied on the flesh and used it as tools for their will. One of the places where flesh served their will was the field of husks on the false worlds of the Illithids. The fields were where the bodies of the people were cast after the Illithids had consumed their brains. When the brain had been devoured, the husks came to be fertilizer to grow the poison-stemmed grasses of the Illithids. Zerthamon worked the fields with no knowing of himself or what he had become. He was a tool of flesh, and the flesh was content. It was upon these fields that Zerthamon came to know the scripture of steel. During one of the turnings, as Zerthamon tilled the fields with his hands, he came across a husk whose brain remained within it. It had not been used as food, yet it was dead. The thought that one of the husks had died a death without serving as food for the Illithids was a thought Zerthamon had difficulty understanding. From that thought came a desire to know what had happened to the husk. Embedded in the skull of the husk was a steel blade. It had pierced the bone. Zerthamon realized that was what had killed the husk. The steel had marked the flesh, but the flesh had not marked the steel. Zerthamon took the blade and studied its surface. In it, he saw his reflection. It was in the reflection of the steel that Zerthamon first knew himself. Its edge was sharp, its will the wearer's. It was the blade that would come to be raised against Gith when Zerthamon made the pronouncement of two skies. Zerthamon kept the blade for many turnings, and many were the thoughts he had about it. He used it in the fields to aid his work. In using it, he thought about how it was not used. The Illithids were powerful. Zerthamon had believed that there was nothing they did not know. Yet the Illithids never carried tools of steel. They only used flesh as tools. Everything was done through flesh, for the tentacled ones were made of flesh, and they knew flesh. Yet steel was superior to flesh. When the blade had killed the husk, it was the flesh that had been weaker than the steel. It was then that Zerthamon came to know that flesh yielded to steel. In knowing that, he came to know that steel was stronger than the Illithids. Steel became the scripture of the people. Know that steel is a scripture by which the people came to know freedom. Oh, wow, so they eventually took up arms and probably defeated the Illithids. I guess we learned from this that Zerthamon never even considered anything else but what he had been doing. That he, I guess, found a dead body that wasn't used as food. He didn't understand how that was possible. Discovered the blade that had killed, I guess, the Gith, and realized it had killed him. Then realized that the Illithids are made of the same substance that the Gith are made of, and that this weapon can probably be used to defeat them.
What is your will?
There are things I would know, Darkon. I will hear you. Can I talk to you about your teachings? Darkon waits. I have read the Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon. I want to speak to you more about the way of Zerthamon. What did you come to know? I learned that not... Oh, hold on. I learned that not knowing something can be a tool, just like flesh and steel, if upon encountering it, you attempt to know its nature and how it came to be. You have seen the words, and you have seen beyond them. You have come to know the second circle of Zerthamon. He takes the circle, and with a deft motion, he twists one of the links so one of the plates slides forth. But strangely enough, the stone still appears intact. He hands the plate to you. Meditate upon this teaching, and the knowing of it shall give you strength. When you have absorbed it, you shall know more. Very well, I will study this circle, yet I would still know more of Zerthamon's teachings. Dakon's fingers feel around the edges of the stone circle, and he twists it clockwise, the links clicking until they have settled into a new configuration. He then reverses the motion, resetting the stone. The next circle of Zerthamon is open to you. Study it. Then I will hear your words. Very well, I will read it and speak with you again. But first, we gain this. So, this is the story we just learned. We can now copy this, and it becomes a spell, the Scripture of Steel.
It's in my spell book.
Now, if we wanted to, we could learn this spell. So we could use Scripture of Steel instead of one of these things here. We're going to keep our current spells selected, however. And it looks like we still have the rest, actually, so we'll be doing that soon, too. Oh, the teeth we gained. This is a handful of Ingress's living teeth. Apparently, they didn't want to go with her back to the portal to her home plane. They rattle amongst themselves whenever they are held close together, and they remind you of a bunch of creepy ivory-hopping bugs. You examine Ingress's teeth. You can't shake their resemblance to ivory bugs. You get the feeling that they are looking at you expectantly, awaiting some command. Hey, Mort, come here for a minute. Mort floats over. What's the chant, Chief? Do you see these teeth? Mort glances at your palm. Ugh. He seems morbidly fascinated. Ugly little burks, aren't they? Do you think you could use them somehow? As a weapon, maybe? Bar that, Mort shudders. Would you want those things in you? Come on, Mort, they seem to like you. Look at the way they're staring at you. Those little pikers better not come anywhere near me or I'll... Mort pauses. You know? I have no idea how to threaten teeth. Well, alright. I'm not gonna Uh-oh. What's wrong? Mort floats in closer and glances at your palm. Hey, they look like they're planning something, don't they? They sure do. What happens next is difficult to describe, and painful to watch. Faster than you can close your palm, the teeth hop out of your hand and swarm onto Mort's jaw. Mort howls as Ingress's teeth promptly rip out his old teeth, and then jump into the exposed cavities. Oh my god. Mort! Mort continues howling. The teeth settle in, adjusting themselves and planting their roots with a horrid drilling noise. Mort, are you okay? Mort doesn't seem to hear you. He keeps howling and howling. then suddenly starts smashing his teeth together. He gets in 3 powerful bites before the upper and lower teeth lock together and prevent him from opening his mouth. Wow. Mort mumbles something at you. His eyes widen. Mort, are you okay? The teeth suddenly unlock, and Mort takes a deep breath. I will kill you for this! You planned that! I know it! Look, I didn't mean for that to happen. I even warned you. How do they feel? Mort moves his jaw around experimentally. Odd, but not bad. Suddenly the teeth extend into fangs. Whoa, they change! They shrink down to normal, then fangs again, then normal. I think I'm going to like these. I'm sorry, Mort, I didn't mean you any harm. Oh, I'll still get you for this, Mort replies. He grins, his teeth turning into fangs again. Just you wait. Revenge never helped anyone, Mort. Let's go. You turn around to go on your way when suddenly you hear Mort let loose with another howl of pain. Oh no, what happened now? You turn to face Mort, only to see the teeth finish ripping themselves loose from his mouth and leap back towards you. You catch them easily. Mort, still grumbling, groans painfully. I don't know. It seemed like everything was fine for a minute there, but then they ripped themselves out again. The teeth group themselves in your hand in a way so as to, somehow, face Mort, and then clack twice at him, fiercely. I'm thinking they're angry with you, Mort. Oh, I see. What? They're mad at me? Why? Well, you did insult them, remember? Ugly little Burks? Little pikers? Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Come on, Chief, give them back. Wait, you want them now? Can I assume your vow of vengeance against me has been tabled? Mort looks annoyed. Well, it's just that they might be, useful. Mort tries to ignore your grin. Oh, alright, yes, I'll retract my vow of hideous revenge against you. You're one lucky sod, too, might I add. Would have been horrifying. Happy? Can I have them back now? Alright then, here you go. As you move to hand them back to Mort, the teeth crawl up your arm until they arrive at your shoulder, chittering and occasionally clacking angrily at Mort. Oh, I don't think they're going to be happy until they get an apology, Mort. I know I didn't hear you right, boss. I think they did what they did to make a point, Mort, but now it's made. Well, you did taunt them, and we know how good you are at that. Sometimes there's a price, you know. Mort sighs. It's times like this I really miss having eyelids, so I could close them and count to 10. He pauses. Alright, teeth. Wait, no, sod that. I can't do it. There's only so much a skull can take. I'm not gonna give an apology to a bunch of ugly, yellowed, rotting teeth. Uh-oh. The teeth chatter with outrage for a while, and then clack sharply twice more at Mort before settling down. You're not sure how you can tell they're sulking, but you're pretty sure that's what they're doing. Well, alright, Mort. If you insist, I'll just put these powerful enchanted shape-changing teeth that, by the way, I suspect are capable of learning and will grow more powerful will grow more powerful and magical as you do, in this pouch here. Let me know when you change your mind. Mort winces painfully. Boss, this may be the most humiliating moment of my entire career as a murmur. We all have our torments, Mort. Looks like today is yours. Well, Mort groans. Alright. Mort appears to steel himself, then says, Teeth, I'm sorry. Really? You're no uglier than any other enchanted... Wow. Bikud? I can't pronounce this word. Bicuspids I've ever encountered before. You're as nice a shade of yellow as can really go on teeth, and the rotting crack was totally out of line. I hereby tender my apologies and offer to make amends. Alright. Hey, that actually wasn't that bad. Better than I expected anyway. What do you say, teeth? The teeth chitter for a bit, almost as if they're considering it. After a while, they turn to face Mort, and clack once more, then settle down comfortably in your shoulder. I think they're satisfied, Mort. I think you're leaving it up to me as to when and whether or not to equip them with you. Fine, whatever. You're the boss. I'll be over here, nursing what's left of my ego back to health. Can we go now? Let's. Alright, cool. So now I think we can pass these to Mort. And we can equip them.
Hey.
Just like that. Note, to change the teeth into a different type, select Use. The teeth may gain new options and abilities as Mort goes up in levels. So right now it does 1 through 6 crushing damage. If I use them, you examine Ingris's teeth. They can't... Oh, okay, we did that already. I want you to do piercing damage. The teeth elongate into sharp fangs. Done. Now if we look at Mort, he just went through 6 piercing instead. We can also command it to become, I think, a magic weapon. Or at least I just saw that option.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
You say you're a memer, right, Mort? Yeah, a member's a floating encyclopedia. You put information in, you get information out. Oh. Can I see something else? Yeah, what's eating you, Chief? How'd you die, Mort? No idea, Chief. I kind of forgot when I died. Can't say I blame myself much. At least there was something waiting for me after I died, even if it is life as a floating skull. I mean, could have been worse. What happened to your body? I don't know, alright? It's just gone. Mort glares at you. But don't think I miss it, because I'm happy just the way I am. I don't need your half-wit judgments or snivy marks, alright? Whatever. Let's go, come on. Shake a leg. Mort glares at you. I'm not convinced you aren't some sort of walking curse that's destined to follow me around. Look who's talking. Let's go. Okay, so we still need to rest.
I'm gone.
And it is nearing nighttime. But we rest, well... Okay, we'll rest at the inn, because we get free stay there. And then we'll go into Rockpicker Square. Alright, so let's sleep at the inn, so this way I get some spells. I have a hunch they'll come in really useful. Oh, we gotta talk to the innkeeper, who's right in front of us. So, I'd like to rest for a while. Okay, cool. Now, it's nighttime, and there's going to be lots of thugs out, just as a heads up. So, what are we doing? Let us go to Ragpicker's Square.
Come on, Cutter, what are you afraid of? My girls will make you feel like a man.
All right.
What's up, Chief?
I'm not going to cast spells on these guys, because these are just simple rogues.
I'm gone.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Damn it. What's the word, Chief?
Let's taunt that one.
You dog's body.
I shall serve.
Good as done.
That guy took a tiny bit of damage, but not that much. We have a ton of jewelry as well
I'm
now.
gone.
It's good to spread all the jewelry, what have you, around the different merchants. I believe they'll eventually get rid of it. Like, it will leave their inventory if it wasn't originally a part of it. Oh, no one leveled up, right?
Come on inside where it's warm.
Mort is nowhere close to this. Dakon is getting close to a mage level. I am nowhere close to it. Okay, so we need some junk,
I'm gone.
is what we need. And did we learn that, or am I just going to metagame?
Done.
You know, I don't really know, so we're just going to metagame. Because I know I need it. I don't remember if anyone told us we need junk. But we totally do. So we need to find some junk. So let's try maybe one of the huts here. That's that mage. We might have to walk around the town a little bit to find a pile of junk.
Done.
Alright, Mort.
Sure, why not?
Can't remember where I left any, if I did leave any at all. And no, apparently we didn't leave any, or there is none here.
I'm gone.
Alright, so I guess
Done.
we just have to wander the hive until we find some. I think there's one of the barrels I left behind. So we'll do that. We'll kill off any bandits that we find along the way. What do you guys think so far? The game itself, I know, is a little slow to start. A lot of it deals with these beginning quests and what have you. But I feel that... So I like games that have a very slow start to them, because I get really immersed in the area right at the beginning, and become very familiar with the layout of the places. Anachronox, another game I really want to play, record that is, also had a very slow start. But I know my way around the town, which is really handy, and it
Right.
feels great to know your place, to know your way around, to know where also everything is very quickly, and it lets you soak in the atmosphere of this place.
I'm gone. All right.
Alright, so let's check this box.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Rags and rusty daggers.
I shall serve.
A club. Uh-oh. We may not be able to find any junk. Let's check... in here? No, that's just a lady's house. That's... not it either. Oh wow, I may have to pause the game and stop recording for a little bit if I can't remember where I'm supposed to go for junk. Actually, there might be something in the Alley of Dangerous Angles. Let's go back there. Take a quick peek. So I'm wondering how old Mort is. He's been a skull for I have no idea how long. I don't know if it's a recent thing for him. And what was he doing inside the mortuary? Like, he's a floating skull. Was he an experiment gone wrong? There? Is that what happened?
Sure, why not?
I'm gone. Done.
No junk there. Oh, you know what? While we're back here, let's stop by and tell the priest that we were mazed.
I'm gone.
Because he'll probably want to know that the lady is actively mazing people who join
I'm gone.
his faith.
All right.
And he'll probably want to learn... No, oh, let's save the game first, though. Just in case it crashes, because it can occasionally do that.
All right.
May Asosgar grant you safe passage. How may I help you? What happened? Well, 1 minute, I was becoming a disciple, and the next thing I know, I'm stuck in some kind of maze. It sounds as if you were portaled somewhere. Only experienced followers of Asosgar and the lady could do such a thing. This might explain the disappearances with my other disciples. I must contemplate on this. But please leave. Okay, we'll let him think about that. And we're still no closer to finding any junk. So, let's go back to where we entered this place from at the very beginning. I might have left some either in the Gathering Dust bar, and just forgot about that, which is awkward because we were there earlier. Or I might have left some in the exit chamber when we fled the mortuary. It's probably one of those.
I'm gone.
Alright, and we're here first, so we'll stop in Gavin Dustbar again.
All right.
I like that there's an inn or tavern in every single quadrant, it seems like, in the city, or most of them. It gives it the impression that this is a massive city, and we're seeing only a tiny bit of it. Nope, I didn't leave any there. Check the other ones. I don't think I left any of these. Oh! This is where I left the stuff. Okay, what do we have? Runes of armor, a scalpel, a key. Unfortunately, nothing I need. But we're going to take the armor runes to sell these. That gives us shield. This gives us... Oh, actually, are those in my spell book? Armor and shield. No, they're not. All right, then let's use these.
It's in my spell book.
Well, all right, so I already know armor. Do you know armor?
Spell has been added to my teachings.
You know what? We can identify that. Oh, and the way identifies work is we just do this. Oh, it's been identified already, and adds +1 to armor class. So, which means that armor class is lowered by 1. Our current armor class is 2. Dakon's is also 2. However, Dakon has less life than I do, coming in at 39 to my 41. So he's going to get the ring.
Done.
Okay, so then...
I'm gone.
Today said walking ones looks like.
We must have left it in here, if we even took any junk. No. Oh, wow. So I don't know where any junk is. Alright, everyone. I'll be back when I found some. I'll see you in a few seconds.